You solemnly agree we got your permission to post these things?
Oh, yeah, what's up? Hey, it's La News 3. How you doing? All right, then. So,
she started it.
You sit up, baby.
Yeah.
there was an existing contract that him and her were entered into as far as their previous management agreement. Due to which people are claiming now that the screenshot is fake about Spotify and saying that she's the right on, so no. They took it down, but that was after I typed up the contract that you guys signed in order to void your previous contract, which it looked like a lawyer wrote it because I went to law school, so it was supposed to. So
Okay.
I did notate that the Spotify, that it was listed that she was listed herself as the writer, and that no production credits were given to the producer, and also that he paid for services he did not receive, and that it was more than 60 days that you had not provided him management services, which allowed you to sign that because you agreed that all of that shit happened
Sure.
in order to get out of the contract, and you signed it. So there's nothing that was a lie about it. As far as the receipts, I put an NDA in it as well because I know black people can't close their motherfucking mouth. So the first nigga to speak lose. He's not the first nigga to speak. Let's be clear.
Oh, well, good.
Okay, so it was said that he didn't pay for services and that he don't write his own music. So that's when him as an artist that's in an NDA can't respond, so I responded as his manager. But the reason he even had to come to me, because he said, you told me not to say nothing. I'm not supposed to say nothing. What am I supposed to do? These people coming at my people. They telling my people this. Well, don't you worry about it. I'm that bad of a bitch that I'm going to stand on 10 toes down on what the fuck I say and what I know.
You
'Cause I
bad enough
went
to be
and
my
signed
man to
and
my
filled the
motherfucking
contract
dog. If
out.
my dog wasn't gonna come back and tell me.
I filled the contract out myself, and I found the Spotify information myself, and that don't go away. And nobody got to doctor up no Spotify receipts to say that you put something on there, because 4 other producers and many other artists are claiming that they looking for their money too.
Yeah.
So they'll be looking for you and whoever as well. So it has nothing to do with this. Is just a single entity that had an issue with that. I just was a smart enough manager and friend because I've been knowing him for 10 years as well. Since his Club Rockin' days way back in 2012 and all that. That's what people don't know.
J.
People
Paul's
think I
on
just
Terry
showed
Boulevard.
up. That's not it.
J. Paul's on Terry Boulevard.
So, being said that, people didn't know we already had a previous relationship. Not relationship like that, people, for y'all get it confused. We have a previous friendship where we've been knowing each other a long time. But I did a little infiltration thing where I popped back up in the industry and nobody really knew who I was, except for certain executives and certain people that knew I had been here 10 years ago. That's why it was so easy for me to come in and do what I did in 9-10 months. Okay, but this was personal, so I said, I'm gonna make sure that your shit is done right from now on, and you're gonna go where you should have been in the last 10 years, because what the hell was going on?
Right.
And you paying somebody $5,000 and you ain't got a goddamn be in my check and win.
2 years.
Where the fuck is it going? To the person that's the writer, because you have to petition to be a mod that you went and performed at these
Right.
places, and they have to be covered venues, right? They have to be listed in there in order for you to get those. But if you don't go and say, hey, I went here and did this, you don't get a check. If you're not listed as the writer, the producer don't get a check if it's not input correct. Okay, so nobody's lying about that.
Right.
Even if you want to say my screenshot is fake, I would have took that shit before because I already knew this was gonna come up later on. So before you went and took it down, after you signed the contract, you went and took it down on Spotify. Like, we wasn't gonna be able to find it, but I already had it.
One
Plus,
thing about
my
females,
producer,
we gonna have some receipts.
we gonna have some receipts. Plus, my producer is that nigga in finding where your royalties at, and he can go back 29 times and find out who got paid, where it got paid to, blah, 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 blah. So all that is gonna be, is airtight. But she opened her mouth first in regards of the defamation, and ain't nobody lied on you.
Yo, Tetris mouth ass, you Tetris mouth ass bitch.
He like, he done let me
And
talk.
What?
I just had to say what I had to say. I'm gonna go ahead and let him finish his interview, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all follow me, La News 3 on IG.
You-
holla back.
you
And
would-
if y'all
you-
need
you-
some services, holla at me too, because we got real services up here. Don't buy them $5,000 services that niggas
Yeah.
don't get nowhere on.
Uh,
And I'm out. Holla back.